I don't know. I'll wait for y'all to come in here. I'm sorry, y'all. Actually, YouTube kicked me off and said it was a copyright thing. Not sure why. That's why I called this take two. But it said because of copyright, it kicked me off. So let's try again. Here. Y'all still with me? Thank you so much. I'm not sure why it would have said that. I actually saw that the other day with somebody else's video where it came up and said copyright, or somebody else like flagged it as inappropriate kind of thing. It was weird. Yeah, violation of YouTube terms. So I'm not sure what I said or what happened, but I'm back. So we were talking about Aries, making decisions and trusting in yourself right now. And I feel that like there is a lot of heaviness with you guys, Aries, and like you're not able to make a decision, but you have opportunities right in front of you. It's just hard for you to see at this moment. And I'm seeing the Two of Cups in reverse too, so I almost feel like you're being offered something right now from someone else, but you're just unsure. And I feel like Spirit is coming through and really just going, make sure you're nurturing yourself and make sure you're nurturing the situation and not thinking negative. That's what I feel is there's just a lot of negativity, and it's hard for you to be able to think positively about anything that is going on at this moment. But I like to look at these cards and go, okay, how can I turn them right side up a lot of times, because when they do come out, upside down, I'm like, okay, so why aren't they this way? It's like, okay, so do have hope. This is like your advice here. So it was upside down to go right side up. Okay. Bye. Husband look back. Okay, so how do I make this go right side up? This is about having hope and having a vision and continuing that vision for yourself, because I know a lot of you are dealing with, career and things that you're really passionate about right now, but I feel that that's been shut down too. So you have kind of lost hope in this situation. But if you can kind of turn it upside down and realize that there's the opposite side to the whole thing, then you have like all these opportunities for you right now. And literally the advice came through as nurturing. Like, nurture yourself, nurture the situation, and you are going to be able to succeed with everything that you're doing. On July 3rd, and we're getting closer to the 5th, and around that full moon, I felt like a lot of you guys were going to be offered something, an opportunity. And it may be really overwhelming. It may be so overwhelming that you're going, I don't know if I can deal with this. I don't know if I can handle this. So you have to believe in yourself. You have to trust. And that comes down to really going, is that what you want? If you want it, then go for it. One foot in front of the other and really go for it, because I do feel like you guys are being offered something big, but you're not taking care of yourselves. You're not taking care of your mind. And that is the biggest thing in everything, is to take care of your mind. That's where it all starts. Like, the spiritual is in our mind as well too. That's where it all begins. So Aries, please take care of yourself, and don't forget that you can do anything that you want. I promise. And all these, you have so many options open to you at this point. You have so many avenues is what I'm seeing. My dear Aries, yeah, okay, so Stargirl posted the other day, and I haven't really, got into Vedic astrology that much, and she was saying Sidereal is more accurate. I know there was probably a big fight over it because her post actually came down. It disappeared after about a day. I use tropical a lot of times, so I just kind of was like dabbling in it to see, intuitively if it is or isn't. It's one of those things that you have to do intuitively, I feel like. And it is happening intuitively too. So a lot of times I'll see something, like even when I'm reading the tarot cards, it's not the exact, message or, how they write it up, or, the description that they would like to say when they see a card. They're not, most people see this card and they're going, okay, this is an earth sign, da da da. I might look at it, intuitively and see something completely different. And that's just being able to use your intuition with things. Let it guide you. That's the most important thing to do, honestly, you guys. Not really get hung up on small things, and that's kind of where I'm at. Like, I don't want to let little things, you know, sidetrack me from the bigger picture. So let's go, Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising, Taurus for July 3rd. What messages are coming through for Taurus on July 3rd? I love that you guys are so like friendly with each other too. That's awesome. I'm telling you all, I'm going to start a community and we're going to all hang out and it's going to be fun. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising. Taurus, you may be making a decision right now, but it could have to do with family. So this is the overall energy that we have. And I feel that maybe somebody is being sneaky right now. They're doing something behind your back, maybe a fire sign here. I about said air. But I feel like somebody is kind of withholding some information from you. And that's about to actually come to the surface. And when it does, it's going to crash something down, because we have the Chariot card here as the overall energy, and then we have the Tower card. So something is about to come down. Some information is about to come out. Somebody's withholding information. We have the Queen of Wands, and I'm looking at this as this is the overall energy, the person, you know, that could be involved with this. So just be careful and watch out. There may be somebody right now that is, you know, has some secrets that are coming through. And I was seeing that even with the astrology that I was looking at the other day, that there was secrets emerging, and it's all to heal us. It's important for us to actually go through this, for these things to come out. It really is. Even though we kind of don't want to, it is part of us moving forward and raising our vibration at this point. So I would say, Taurus, for you guys, just be mindful of what is about to happen next. You know, I'm doing this for the energy about, you know, July 3rd to 4th. So you may be going to, you know, parties or anything. You know, you might be around family over the next few days. Just be careful. There may be some information that comes through for you that is like mind-blowing, that, you know, once again, we have Tower card here. Takes everything and just shuts it down kind of thing. But, you know, don't be overwhelmed by this. It needed to come out for a reason, and just keep moving forward. And I know that you guys this month are dealing with your beliefs and stuff too a lot. So this may be what needs to happen to kind of shine the light on certain things, and just to help you move forward at this point, kind of thing. Shika, did you miss Aries? I know, well, I got cut off, but I tried to redo it at the beginning of this one. Did you get to see it? Because I'm going to go on to Cancer, but you didn't get to see it? If you can scroll back in the thing on YouTube, and you should be able, it should have been the first part of this video. And then you can come back to the live part. Because I did finish up and like, I went back over Aries with this. But YouTube kicked me off for, I don't even know why. Alright, let's go Gemini. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising. What messages are coming through for Gemini? Sun, Moon, Rising. It's about to storm again, you guys. I picked the perfect time. I love it though because it's like hot, and then it starts to cool off, of course, when the thunderstorms come in. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising. Wow, I keep getting like a ton of cards. Gemini, some of you are leaving a job, but you're doing it because you're done with it. You're just completely done. You're done with being, I feel like there's people kind of suppressing you in the situation, or, you know, even, I was just thinking, co-workers and different things, just gossip is what I'm hearing. Things happening and you're ready to step away and leave here soon. And it's kind of turned everything upside down, and I feel like you guys are going to be switching to something that you really love to do, where you can actually put your focus and passion on. But I feel that it's a little scary also. You're kind of afraid how this is going to end for you right now. You feel like, okay, so if some of you are leaving like a 9 to 5, hey Michael, how are you? If you guys are leaving a 9 to 5 and feeling like, okay, I'm not going to be able to make the money or do the things that I need to do, I really feel that you guys are going to be able to continue on. It is, once again, it comes down to belief. It comes down to how you feel about a certain situation. If you are feeling suppressed by somebody, if it's too overwhelming for you, it is not going to be good for you anyway. I am seeing a lot of reverse cards, and I know because we're going into July, a lot of things are coming to the surface, and we are realizing, you know, once again, we're coming off the hamster wheel and looking at things because we're able to actually see them now. Because before we were busy, you know, working, doing things, keeping busy the whole time, you know, now the universe has our attention. And so these are other things that are coming to our attention right now, Gemini. And I feel like work is one thing for you that is coming to your attention, to where you're either leaving your workplace right now, like a 9 to 5 kind of thing, and wanting to step into something different. Or, you know, you're dealing with a passion too right now. Sorry. You're dealing with a passion right now that is overwhelming you to the point where you are wanting to give it up because you're not making money on it. So I'm feeling both things are kind of happening with you at this point. And let me draw my last card, because this is just kind of, okay, the situation. Let's see what the outcome is going to be. We have the Knight of Cups. So I feel like you guys should keep moving forward in whatever it is you're doing. Obviously, I always say, if something is suppressing you and making you feel bad, get over it and move on. There's something else out there. There always is. You're having a different cup offered to you. You have something better that is coming towards you. That's why I feel like a lot of you, this has to do with a career or something that you're currently in, and it's just become overwhelming. And the whole fear is coming from the fact that, you know, there won't be enough money. You're not sure where, you know, the money will come from at this point, but you still have other options. And that's what I feel like Spirit is coming through and telling you, is that you have other options. And a lot of times, if we're stressed out, stress actually, you know, constricts our brain and makes it to where we cannot see the bigger picture and see, you know, the answers and the things that we need to see. So it takes us, we have to step back and look at it and stop stressing out, and then we're able to see more of the thing. But I would say definitely, Gemini, if you are stressed about a career or job situation, take a step back and really look at it. If it is stressing you out too much, then I would walk away from that for sure. But at the same time, make sure that you are seeing everything fully and wholly. And like I was saying yesterday, I don't believe in doing anything just for money, because I feel like that just leads to more stress, honestly. So definitely do things from your heart. Always follow your heart. Always follow your intuition. It'll lead you and guide you the most. But it does seem like a big situation where you're going to walk away and step away from something here soon. And that's okay. You know, it happens. And there's going to be something else offered to you. I feel like that's what Spirit is bringing through for you. So you don't have to worry. And, you know, Spirit always has your back, 100%. The only time that Spirit really backs off is when we say, we don't want you there. I got it. You know, like when we're trying to deal with it on our own and we kind of shut it out. But when we call on Spirit and when we call on our guides and stuff like that, it's right there. They're right there for us. So let's move on to Cancer. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising. messages are coming through for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising? I'll be quicker today, you guys, too, because I'm not talking about July horoscopes. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising. Alright, Cancer. So the overall energy for you is I feel like a lot of you are walking away from somebody, a partnership right now. Somebody that might have been a little bit flirty and put themselves out there like, oh yeah, I'll be there for you, I'll do all these things for you, but they're not doing that. And now you're really seeing like the truth. You're seeing who they really are at this moment. And you really thought that they were going to be, the love of your life, somebody that you could be with for a while. And Spirit's coming through and going, no, this person was flirty and mature right now. And it is time to actually back away from them. So let me see what the outcome is. So I'm feeling like you guys have stuck up for yourself a lot. You kind of just, you kept wanting to make the situation work. You kept putting your best foot forward kind of thing, like, okay, this will turn out, we'll be okay. The person's actually going to, show up eventually, and they haven't. And I feel that this person it's time to kind of let this person go. I am seeing the Three of Swords here too, so this person could potentially have somebody else that they're talking to. I saw the Page of Cups. This is a flirtatious and mature person, but I do feel like there was a really big connection with you guys, honestly, and it is heartbreaking, especially when you want to feel that connection with somebody and they're just not at that level yet, and it is hard. It is hard to not have the connection and kind of be waiting around and wanting that to happen. But at the same time, you have to do what is best for you. And when you can love yourself, you will attract somebody that loves you just the same way. I know this 100% because we attract what we are. And we cannot have what we are not, kind of thing. I talk about this a little bit as well too. We have to know self-love before we can give love and actually receive love too. So make sure that you are loving yourself, Cancer. If there's somebody in your life that is not giving you 100%, is not treating you well, then they gotta go. And you will attract other people into your life, I promise you. You'll attract a higher standard, people that are on your level, on your vibration, and that is what you really need to feel good, honestly, right now. Is it your birthday, Beth? Magic Moon. I'll say Magic Moon because I know we have another Beth in here too. On the 8th. Okay. On the 8th of July. Well, happy birthday. My Cancer friend. Yes. I love it. That's why you're so intuitive too. Ruled by the moon and everything. All right. Let's go Leo, my friends. Let me know in the meantime if you guys have any questions. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising. What messages are coming through for Leo for July 3rd? We are almost to July 4th. Doesn't even feel like that. I've been actually more focused on the full moon. And that is the one thing that I was looking at, you guys. So in tropical astrology, it is a full moon in Capricorn. But in the sidereal, it is actually in Sagittarius. So that makes a big difference, because we just had a full moon in Sagittarius, but that was sidereal astrology. So I'm going to actually kind of pay attention to this and see what energies make more sense. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising. What messages are coming through for Leo? went ahead and drew the rest of my cards because they were very similar to Cancers, honestly. And y'all saw me just shuffle all of that. So, Leo, you have the Lover's card as well too, but it was in reverse. So there's a disconnect with a partner that you're having right now. You're feeling on your own, and you're kind of feeling like you have to fight for their attention at this point. And Leo, I know, like, I am a Leo moon. You want somebody's attention. You want them to notice you. And I feel like you're not getting that attention right now, and you're almost having to fight for it. So I feel like, you know, on the 3rd, maybe there's just a lot going on around this other person, and they're doing a lot, and like I'm saying, they're not paying attention to you right now. It's okay. I don't feel like they are trying to do this like I was seeing with Cancer's energy, or, you know, what was going on with them, that it's anything to like leave this person. It just feels like more that you are fighting for someone's attention at this point. You're trying to get your, you know, opinion out there. You're trying to tell somebody how you feel, and you're not able to do that right now, and it's frustrating you. And you're kind of waiting for that perfect moment to do that. So July 3rd may be a day that you guys want to kind of step back and more focus on yourself and wait on this person to, I don't know, I just feel like they have a lot going on is what I'm seeing in the cards and stuff. Like I said, I see the Lovers upside down, but I feel like this is a disconnect. Like you're having a disconnect, you're feeling on your own, you know, off on your own at this point, and you're really having to like struggle just to get somebody's attention. Keep pushing forward. Don't give up on this person or, you know, the situation that you're in either, because I do feel like it will unfold, but maybe, like I'm saying, July 3rd, there's just a lot of things going on, and it just isn't time to kind of sit down and talk or tell somebody how you feel, those sort of things. It's just time to kind of wait for a second before you move forward. I know I was seeing astrologically with Leo, and I was talking about it yesterday. You guys are dealing with wanting to commit with partners a lot more. It's important for you guys to commit with other people. Just, you know, of course you're excited, you're probably gung-ho about the whole situation, but at the same time, they're probably not even thinking about it, not to be mean. You know, they may have other things on their mind. Don't lose hope. Don't give up yet. Just keep pushing forward, my friends. We have some big stuff happening on this full moon. And actually, let's see what happens. And I love it because we have Justice, the Libra card, which is about partnerships. I feel like everything will balance out for you guys in a way that those of you that are in good relationships right now, you will be in a more committed relationship. You know, we're talking about engagements. We're talking about, you know, okay, yes, I am committed to you at this point kind of thing. So just hold out, you know, a few more days. This person is going to commit for you, but July 3rd may not be the day to actually bring these things up kind of thing. Let's see. I know, definitely listen to both. I'm pretty curious about which ones resonate more to sidereal or, you know, tropical at this point. Yep, I know there is a lot going on, like I said, with Leo in partnerships. I was seeing that. And I feel like it's getting exciting, but at the same time, it's like maybe the other person, there's my thunder again. The other person isn't like fully seeing it this way. Don't give up on that. It doesn't mean that they're not excited. I almost feel like they are, you know, they just have a lot of other things going on. And within the next few days, they're going to actually start to go, oh, you know what, this person really likes me, and I really like them too, and I want to be with them, and this is what I want. Distraction is really what I'm feeling like is happening, which makes a lot of sense, especially what is going on right now in the world. There are a lot of distractions. All right, where are my Virgo friends? Oh, you're writing it down, Casey. That's a good idea too. I should go back and listen to it. Sometimes, like, I don't even know what I say, and I'll be like, I don't know. It's weird, I guess, because it comes out intuitively. I know that sounds strange, and I'll be like, I'm not sure what I said for this sign, or, you know, what came through. I like that, writing it down. So let's go Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising. that's how I am. Sometimes like my Taurus sign resonates more, my Leo does. I don't know. I guess I connect with my Aries sign because I just always have a lot of times. I don't know. It just depends. It's really where you're at and what it resonates, what you're saying, intuition brings to you. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising. What messages are coming through for Virgo? Thank you, my dear friends, for being here too. I appreciate y'all very much. Virgo, you may have some friends that you're dealing with on the 3rd. Some people that just, I don't know, like I almost feel like communication isn't good. There's somebody that's not getting their message across. Somebody could even be being like sneaky, tricky. I mean, I have the Magician here. Once again, this is part of the intuition thing. I look at him as like, okay, yes, he's a manifester, but at the same time, he rules Mercury, so he is who brings the messages to us. And he can be a trickster too. He can kind of make what happens what he wants. He can tell whatever message that he wants, like the telephone game, you know, and he can give the wrong message. And I almost feel that way because we have the 6 of Swords in reverse, and we have the 3 of Cups in reverse too. So I feel like you guys are dealing with friends that aren't being honest, or like the message isn't being received. And it's causing not a big conflict, but somebody's just not hearing it right now. Let me see what comes from the outcome for Virgo. This is interesting. So we have the 7 of Cups in reverse as well too. So somebody's not seeing the options and the things that are in front of them. They're closed off is what I feel like. They're not seeing their way out. They're not seeing their option. I feel like they're kind of just focused in on the negative at this point. They're only hearing negative things. So on the 3rd, I would definitely be careful. And the Magician is actually, it's ruled by Mercury, but it's actually Aries too. So it could be a fire sign that we're talking about here too. Is not going to hear what you're saying to them. If you have something to say to someone, I would wait, honestly. They're not hearing it. There's too much going on. I have the 7 of Cups in reverse. They're just overwhelmed with the decisions and the things that they have in their life at this point. And I would definitely hold off on that. I just feel like they're not listening at this point, and this would be somebody that would be a good friend typically, but there's so much overwhelming things going on that they're not thinking clearly. And that's what I feel from the 6 of Swords. You know, typically if this card is upside down, this is somebody moving away from something negative. They're actually going back to it and rethinking it over and over again. So they can't leave this behind at this point, and it is overwhelming their mind. So I would let this person kind of sit and do their own thing, and you know, just be there for them kind of thing, but don't tell them any like, you know, super important information or make them make decisions kind of thing. And allow that to flow, because July is big this month. There is a lot going on. I can see where people are being very overwhelmed, and once again, like I was saying in the last reading, distracted. So just be careful with people, you guys. And we also have, well, this is tropical, so I literally have to go back and look at astrology again. Mars is back in Aries, which makes people more, you know, aggressive, those sort of things. And honestly, I just feel the energy is more aggressive because of everything that's going on right now. I mean, we're dealing with something that we've never dealt with in our entire lives and, you know, in the world. So this makes people on edge. So, you know, just be loving, more caring of them, respectful of them, knowing that we're all going through a lot, and some people are taking it one way and another. Some people are handling it great. Some people aren't. And that's just how it is. It's always being loving is where I like to come from, because if you're loving, you know you're on the right track. And that's it. Let's see. Virgo rising on tropical here. Is going to be a good night either way. I like that. It is going to be a good night. I like that. Stay positive, of course. I like to make things positive anyway. I just like to make people aware of, you know, the energy that is possible. Because people are unconscious about things and that energy can affect them. Alright, I'm on to Libra. Libra, sun, moon, rising. What is going on for my Libra friends on July the 3rd? What messages are coming through? Hey y'all, I didn't put my hair up. It actually got cool enough, so this is nice. Libra, sun, moon, rising. I always feel like, I don't know if you guys have seen the movie, is it What a Man Wants, where the tarot reader like is throwing the cards down and going, I don't want to be that way, but like I do feel like that sometimes. Alright, Libra. You have something that you're really wanting to do and you cannot, it's not happening at this point. I almost feel like it's a thought or something that you're having to overcome, but it's really coming through as somebody is kind of holding you back, and it might be an air sign, and it's something that they've told you. Like, almost like your dreams can't come true, or you can't do this, or you had a bad letter, you had a bad email, you had somebody confront you and say, this is not possible, and it is now, you're going, I don't think I can do this anymore, kind of thing. But at the same time, of course, I'm going to tell you to, of course, believe in yourself 100%, because I feel like the only thing that is holding you back at this point is yourself. I definitely feel that way. I see the Ace of Swords in reverse. This is your truth. This is your information. This is you holding yourself back. This is your mind. I see the Page of Swords, which kind of tells me, you know, a lot of times I look at this as somebody spying, as an immature person as well too, kind of coming through, and that's why I felt like somebody gave you some really immature, stupid information that was unnecessary for you to hear. They just said it, you know, because they're immature, is what I feel like. And truthfully, you're just trying to do the right thing at this point, and I feel like that you can move forward with it. I mean, we have the Ace of Pentacles. You believe in yourself. You need to believe in yourself at this point. The only thing is that's holding you back is yourself right now. And this other is possibly an air sign, but other person that, you know, you could be connected with is telling you that you can't do it. I would say definitely throw that to the side and keep moving forward. This is happening a lot. Like I keep going back to July, what I've been seeing. Where a lot of this stuff is coming up for us, you guys. We're going to be tested on our beliefs, on our love, on everything in our life. And it is up to us to kind of have that sound mind to move forward. So if you really want something, go get it. Do it. Don't give up. It doesn't matter what anybody else says. It really doesn't. I always thought about too, like, I don't want to go back to my parents, honestly. They would always say, okay, you need to have this plan, you need to do this, you need to do that. And they would tell me like how I wasn't going to do something, and I would go, well, have you done it? Have you ever accomplished it? You know, you're telling me something that you've never even done, so how can I even listen to this at this point? So that's kind of the way I look at it. If there's something that you're trying to do, Libra, right now, and it kind of seems like a new thing and people are looking down on it, doesn't mean you can't do it. There's got to be people that start things, for sure. Somebody's got to start something. If everybody goes, oh, well, it doesn't work, then nobody's going to try anything. So somebody's got to start something, and somebody's got to keep pressing forward. And, you know, I don't know. I just think that's going to be big this month, you guys, in July. I really do. We're going to be tested a lot. But I feel like everybody is strong. We've already been through a lot. and done great. The next 6 months, I'm not entirely sure what is to come, like 100%, but I feel like it is going to test us even more than what has happened in the previous 6 months. And just to be ready with your mind, you guys, and be taking care of yourselves, really and truthfully. Yep. That's what, like, a lot of times I put all three of my signs together when I go to somebody else's channel, and I'll go, okay, that makes 100% sense. Like, there'll be a point that doesn't make sense in one of the reading, like, I'll get the first part of it, it'll make sense, and I'm like, oh yes, 100%, this is me. And then by the end, I'm like, no. And then I'll go to the next sign, and I'm like, oh yes, this is me. You know, halfway through, no, that's not me. But if I put all three together, it makes perfect sense. All right, where am I at? I am at Scorpio, my friends. Okay. Scorpio, sun, moon, rising. Let me take a drink of water, my friends. My husband is so sweet. He left me a note that is pretty dirty, because he was leaving to go to a friend's house and he didn't want to interrupt. It was funny. Scorpio, sun, moon, rising. So a lot of time with intuition, you guys, I know you guys have asked me about, you know, how to tap into it more. It is really about not overly focusing on stuff. It's about just more being in the present moment. And I notice myself, I can focus or receive messages easier if I'm just here in the moment, not forcing myself to do anything. And it's usually the first thought that comes through. I know you probably heard that in the past. But if you work on that, kind of, the hard part is expressing it. You know, kind of saying that first thought that comes through. That is the hardest part. But once you start saying it, you'll realize how right it is. Scorpio, sun, moon, rising. For some of you, I was just feeling like some serious heaviness with making some decisions, but I felt like it had to do with family. I don't know why. It just came into my head. So Scorpio, you have a lot of earth energy coming through. You have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Something's distracting you 100% from, and it could be an earth sign. And it could be somebody in your family. Whenever I see the Chariot, I think of, you know, decisions or family that is coming through. But you're blocked off from your intuition right now, or you feel like you're blocked off. So we can create blocks by just believing that we have a block. I've done that before to myself so many times. So I would say at this point, you're trying to make a decision, you're not sure which way to go, and you are blocking yourself because you're thinking, well, I don't know what the right thing is, I don't know if I'm thinking the right thing, if I have the right answers at this point, and that is creating a block in your mind on what to do, what the right thing is to do at this point. I would say definitely that you do know what to do. You kind of have to turn that upside down once again. And I'm going to actually draw on this because you have the High Priestess in reverse. I feel like you have information, you're just afraid to share it. This is interesting. And then I got two cards. I have the Ace of Swords, and this is sharing information, truth coming out. So there's some truth that you're holding back because you're just not sure if it is right or not. And then we have the Page of Cups. This is about messages and stuff too. I wouldn't hold back. You are holding yourself back from, you know, moving forward, from making a decision or telling somebody something. I'm feeling that some of you are afraid to tell someone something. You're holding back information from them. And Spirit is coming through and going, it's okay, you can tell them, it's going to be all right, you can trust yourself, kind of thing. Because I had the Ace of Swords and the Page of Cups come out. It's like, let's deliver this message right now. This is the truth. You know, you don't have to hold it back anymore. You don't have to suppress it. So if you have feelings for someone, now's the time to tell them. I do kind of feel it's connected with home. I don't know, it could be somebody that, you know, is friends with your family, or, you know, they live in your hometown kind of thing. But I do feel like they are connected to family as well too. But don't be afraid to tell somebody how you feel, whatever it means, because I feel that it's important that you actually do this, and that's why it's coming up. It is important that you share how you feel at this point. And that's why Spirit delivers messages, you know, kind of thing. There's something on your mind that needs to come out, whether it be that you like somebody, you don't like somebody, you know, obviously say it in the most positive way, loving way. I don't even want to say positive, because loving can even come across as not loving to someone else. It's how they receive it. You just come across as loving, kind of thing. I hope that makes sense. Yes, I'm telling you, like, I'd be like, okay, my intuition's blocked right now. And then I would think about it and I would go, oh my gosh, I created a block because I thought that there was a block. Like, I don't know. It is how our mind works. It's crazy. Let's go, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. I'll probably think I am the most giant dork probably ever. I don't even know. I'm okay with it though. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. Let's do another shuffle. Getting a lot of reverse cards today, more than usual. Sagittarius, you may have some people that are coming through suppressing you from wanting to be independent. I feel like you want to be independent. There's something that you're wanting to do. There's something you're trying to get away from other people with, and they're overwhelming you at this point. They're telling you what to do, how to do it, and it is literally taking away from your dream, you know, what you're trying to accomplish. And I was just hearing also, sorry, from Spirit, I don't know why I said sorry, that some of you are trying to like propose to someone, and maybe family doesn't agree with this person being in the family, and it is like really taken away from the whole mood, the whole situation, because I feel like you love this person. And there's these two people that are going, nope. It's almost like a Romeo-Juliet kind of situation. We have the King of Swords in reverse, and then the King of Cups up. And it's like they're literally fighting each other. And then we have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse too. And I mean, this is about being independent, but I'm seeing these two cards around it that really does make me feel that there's these people that are trying to take away from your independence right now. So let's see what outcome is. About 50 cards flying out. Please, spirits. So we have the Eight of Swords. So this is really up to you. So the decisions that you're about to make, the things that you are doing, it does come down to you, and you know that. But there's some fear here, some serious fear about the next move that you're trying to make. Whether this be, like I said, I felt that some of you were trying to like propose to someone. There's somebody that you love that they just don't agree with. But some of this has to do with going out on your own, making business decisions, leaving school, those sort of things, and you're freaking people out. They're scared. They're going, why are you doing this? This doesn't make sense. And it's bringing in a lot of fear kind of thing at this point. So definitely keep moving forward. I do feel like this is all just in your head kind of things, and these people are the only thing that are holding you back from moving forward, and their thoughts and opinions. When I see the Eight of Swords, This is you holding yourself back, and you can see how easily that she can get out of these ties and get the blindfold off and actually get out of the swords. It's all up to you to get out of this. You just have to take the time to do it. And it's very important if you want to move forward for you to do it as well too. But what I'm seeing is we have the Nine of Pentacles here. It was in reverse, but I feel like to get back to where you can feel independent and free, you know, you need to let those ties go. You need to get out of these swords here and really start to feel better about yourself again and not listen to these people. Done listening to the people. Once again, if I think about it and like, have they really done it? Do they really know? Or are they just saying things? And maybe they have done it, but it can never be exactly the same way. It can never be exactly your journey, your process. Only you can live that. Only you can experience that. Nobody can tell you that it's going to turn out a certain way or anything. It really does come down to you. So you just have to believe in yourself and keep moving forward. All right, my friends, let's go Capricorn. Pick another tree. It did cool down a lot here, which I'm super thankful for. You guys doing good? Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising. What information is coming through for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising? Thank you. I'm glad y'all are doing good. Capricorn, you might be focused on somebody else right now. You have some love coming through, a connection, a partnership. And I feel like this is brand new. So we're talking about July 3rd here. So I almost feel that some of you are going to meet somebody around July 3rd, or you have just met them and you're really starting to feel that passion, that energy for them. And it's making you rethink everything. Now, we had the Hangman in reverse. But it's like, okay, you thought about it and now you're having to rethink about it is the way I was looking at this. So let's see what's coming through. I'm getting a lot of family stuff, but it makes sense because we are in Cancer season. So I feel that some of you will either meet someone new, maybe at a family gathering or through family here. But definitely there's this new passion, this thing that's coming through where you're starting to feel that spark for someone else. It's really making you second guess, like, okay, am I on the right path? And I know that I saw with you guys, Capricorn, too, that for the last couple months, I felt that you guys weren't really taking care of yourselves and you were really just focused on working, getting things done, kind of just doing what you needed to do. And now in July, you're able to kind of wake up and see more what is going on and enjoy life. And I feel as you're doing that, you're going to meet people, you're going to connect with people, you're going to vibe with people. And I feel like that is what is happening around July 3rd. And this could be July 3rd, July 4th, the energy is fluid. But I feel like you're going to meet somebody and really get along with them. And it's really going to make you, kind of open up more than you have been in a while. And I feel that it is good for you too. Because like I said, I felt that a lot of you have been just working and just focused on one thing for so long. It's time for you guys to have fun. That's what I feel like. It's time for you to let your hair down, have fun, and do something different. And I don't know, I think that's awesome. Because I feel that is what we're all supposed to be doing. Living a joyful life, having fun in life. We've all been very stressed out throughout our lives. And it is time for us to have fun and do the things that we've wanted to do for a while. And I know maybe that seems impossible sometimes, especially with everything that is going on. But I truly believe that is what we're supposed to be doing here, is actually enjoying our lives, not stress. All right, let's go to my Aquarius friends. You just met someone? All right, awesome. And yes, let's take this less seriously. Just have fun. It is okay for us to have fun. It really is. It's okay for us to not make a relationship a serious thing too. Like, oh, we don't have to label it. We can make it, we can just enjoy it. Enjoy it in the time. That's it. Just have fun with it. I like it. All right, Aquarius. What information, what messages are coming through from my Aquarius friends for July 3rd, Sun, Moon, Rising? Thank you again for being here, all of you. I appreciate y'all so much. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. So Aquarius, I feel like you are another sign that may be going through some secrets emerging, some things coming out that may be happening, and it could be happening with family. And it could be making you feel really uncomfortable and anxious at this point. It's something that it's hard to deal with, is what I feel like. Mainly, you don't know what to do. You don't know what direction to go. You don't know how to deal with it. You're not sure what is happening here. But I just feel like it is a very anxious, overwhelming situation for you, and I do feel that it has to do with family. I'm actually picking up on siblings right now. Some siblings that are actually going through a really hard time, and you're not sure how to help them. Let's see. We have the Ace of Cups in reverse on the Chariot, and so the Chariot in reverse as well too. So I just feel like you're having a hard time making a decision, and it does have to relate to family. This is Cancer as well too. We are in Cancer season, but literally you have given all that you can, and you don't know what to give next anymore, and you don't know where to go at this point. And I would say hold out. You know, this is going to blow over. I feel like this is temporary. You guys have a lot of cards that show that this cycle is about to be over. This karmic cycle is about to be over if you can hang in there, because I feel like this is really intense for you guys right now. But like I said, I do feel that you're dealing with family and either secrets or things coming out that you just weren't ready to hear, or and you don't know what to do with them at this point. You just really don't know what to do. But like I'm saying, I would definitely hang in there, and everything is going to turn out better very soon. I promise. It's almost over is what I keep feeling like. I feel like there might be some things in front of you that you're not able to see because you might be stressed out too by the situation, that are going to kind of become clear over the next few days after July 3rd and everything. Once again, we're dealing with this full moon. This full moon is going to bring things to light. It could be secrets, it could be family stuff, all these things. You know, just make sure that you're taking care of yourself too, so you're able to see the bigger picture, so you can see what you need to do, what path you need to take. I feel like you're going to be offered something, and you may just don't be overwhelmed by the situation that's going on to not take the right path for you. You know, stay mindful for yourself, because you're important right now. It's important what you do and what decisions that you make, because it's your life, you know. All right, my dear Pisces friends. Yes, Aquarius felt really heavy, actually. Like, I could feel it, like, whew, like something big is either about to happen or is happening for Aquarius right now. And it was literally like, hang in there, hang in there. Double Pisces, the zodiac and sun. Okay, so I'll be gentle. But I'm gonna be truthful as well too. I mean, I will always be truthful to y'all, but there's always a way to overcome. Know that. There's always a way to get out of things and to look past things and to see the bigger picture. A lot of times when things seem heavy, it's because we're stressed and we can't see other things. Just know that there's always more. There's definitely always more for us. It doesn't have to be, you know, heavy all the time. Of course, there is heavy stuff going on. I feel like that adds to it. Let's go Pisces, sun, moon, rising. What do we got going on for July 3rd for my dear Pisces friends? Project. I don't know. It felt like it had to do with more some news or information coming in. And it was like continue on. I don't know if you should stop working on your project for sure. I would say to do it. It might be the only thing that kind of keeps you focused on something else outside of what is happening. I was talking to you, Nelly. I didn't say. All right, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising. What messages are coming through for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising? What would Spirit like Pisces to know? Pisces, you have the King of Cups. We have a water sign right off the bat. I feel like you're in control of your emotions. You're in control of yourself here, big time. But you're not trusting yourself 100%. I got the High Priestess. I keep turning the wrong way. But the High Priestess is reversed here. So I'm feeling like you know what to do. You know what steps to take, but you're just not trusting yourself right now. And it's creating a block within you. I also got the Eight of Swords again, but I have it in reverse. So this is like a big blockage to me. Like you're not able to see how to get out of this situation right now, but I think you're being asked to do something else, honestly. I feel like you're asked to, you're moving forward here. We have the Eight of Swords. So that means we have 2 eights here. This is about moving forward and doing something. But I think you're blocking yourself intuitively at this point. You have some information that is holding you back. When I see the High Priestess in reverse, this is information. This is something in your subconscious that is going, no, don't do that. But even on the surface, you're kind of like, yeah, I'm calm, cool, collective, I'm handling it, kind of thing. There's something underneath that is holding you back. And it's making you anxious, and it's I definitely feel like it's affecting a decision that you're having to make that is, I feel some of you may have to move here soon, and maybe you're afraid to move, because this is change. A lot of us, I know I don't like change. I want to know 100% what's happening with change before I make it, kind of thing. But I think that, Spirit came through with this wands. This is ordered, not this is ordered action. So everything's going to fine. If you're moving forward or how things are going to fall in place, they're going to fall in place perfectly. That's what the Eight of Wands does. It brings things into place perfectly. So you don't have to stress, because we had the Eight of Swords in reverse here too. So it's like you're stressing about how things are going to happen and unfold next. You don't have to. I feel like the outcome and the advice is it will unfold exactly the way that it needs to and perfectly, and you don't have to stress about it anymore, my dear Pisces friends. And I am seeing a lot of intuition and things, and I almost feel that some of you are, just unsure of yourself. It's like your intuition is so strong that you're not sure if you're feeling from somebody else or feeling from, yourself, kind of thing. You're just tapped into everything at this point, and it's kind of confusing. And it's kind of like bringing it back in at this point. But you can trust it, and you can know that you can move forward with the situation, and it is going to be an ordered thing, and it's going to work out for you. Yes. I feel we had the High Priestess in reverse, so that means intuition is blocked, or we're just not seeing it at that point. But like I said, you could be tapping into so many things around you, and that gets confusing sometimes. We're constantly, if we're around other people, if you go out in public, you're feeling everybody's energy. That can totally change how you're feeling and affect you. You can take on somebody's energy, so it's important that we clear our own too. So we know, the information that is coming through is for us and not from somebody else, kind of thing. Clearing our energetic field is important. I have to do it a lot. I pick up on things a lot. I go out in my yard and run around. I do crazy stuff. I do yoga and move around a lot just to clear myself and make sure that this energy is really mine and that I'm receiving messages 100% kind of thing. I'm that way too. I had a hard time for a long time going anywhere. I hated to go to Walmart, like literally. I hated walking through the front door of Walmart. It was literally like a nightmare to me for a very long time. And I finally got to where I would go into the garden center. And so I started doing that, and I would love it because I love to go buy flowers and plants and all those things. And then I started to see, like, I don't know, how everything was going on around me and how everybody else was kind of acting and feeling, and I could start to tune these things out because I wasn't walking into it anxious in the first place. If I could walk in and kind of have control over my own energy, then I was able to have control over the rest of the time that I was walking through Walmart, and now it doesn't bother me as much, even though I'm not a huge fan of Walmart. It is. Walmart is terrible. The lights, everything about it, I don't know. When me and my husband go through it, we literally run pretty much, not like literally run, but like we're walking so fast, like but we try to keep a high vibe too. You know, we're not trying to like walk with our heads down or anything. We're just trying to keep high vibe and keep that positive flow to everyone else, but it is hard. It is hard to go to Walmart. It's strange, and it will make you tired. So I would suggest for sure to clear yourself if you are empath and you are being affected by other people's energies. Taking walks, going on mindfulness walks, meditation, all these things will actually help you. I always talk about them. I know they seem simple, but they actually make a big deal, especially with somebody that's empathic, because this energy gets stuck in our field, in our energetic field, and then we carry it and it becomes heavy to us. So it has to be cleared, because we're constantly flowing with energy. That's how source feeds us energy too. And if something becomes stagnant or stuck, that, you know, becomes in our mind, it becomes heavy on us. We have to clear these things. And we can clear these things through movement, through positive thought, through mindfulness, and just clearing this sort of thing. I talk about yoga a lot, but I don't want to say, okay, yoga is the only way. I really feel movement is the best way to do things, to really clear energy. And I'm serious. Get outside or get in your room, turn on some music, and literally like just shake like every limb of your body. And I'm telling you, do that for like 15 minutes and it'll change a lot. I know it seems crazy, but it really will. It'll help you a lot. Yep. Music is amazing too. The binaural beats, I actually listen to a lot of those. I think they're important. So meditation and nature, yes. I try to sit outside. I don't get out into like forest nature a whole bunch. I'm at home a lot, but I sit, we have trees and stuff around. I try to sit outside. I think that's important. Yes. Binaural. What did I say, bilinear? I don't even know. Okay. Mercury retrograde. We'll just blame everything on that, I guess. That's a good idea. Yeah. Like I'm saying, I remember when I would go to yoga before the shutdown and everything, we would have like an hour of freedom dance is what our teacher called it. And it felt so crazy at first because you were allowed to move however you wanted, and we just felt like kind of like idiots. Like, okay, I'm dancing this way and you're dancing that way kind of thing. And everybody just felt really awkward, but by the end of it, everybody felt so good, and like all that anxiety and tension was gone. Like, I know there's beauty in it, for real. Yes, playing is so important. That's why I like to be around animals too. I think being around animals and, like you're saying, nature is very important, because they ground us, they take us back. They really do. All right, my dear friends, I guess I'm going to jump off here for the evening. I really appreciate y'all hanging in here with me. Yeah, I really do. I had fun with you guys today. Yes, being happy, any way that you can be happy can raise your vibration. Thank you, my dear friends. I love y'all very much, and take care of yourselves, okay? Have a super blessed evening, and I will talk to y'all tomorrow. Bye.